Oh, go on.
There
That was
we
quick.
go.
That was quick.
Well, I'm sitting on my computer and I see your message. I was like, all right, round three again.
Yeah, let's see if anybody's gonna kick anybody out tonight. Last night was crazy. Oh my god, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I
Well,
said,
that's
I said
usually
you
what's
what?
up. I can't wait to.
Ah, here we go. Brian,
Not even, not even 2 minutes in, we're already having
why
this.
did you block me and Tim? I did nothing wrong.
Oh,
I blocked you because I know that you and Tim are together, and Tim just made a video about me talking about how I was Two Face and showing my true colors and stuff.
ugh.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I remember Super and you talking about it. I didn't want to bring it up on stream because I didn't know how you
oh
felt about it,
well,
but
yeah, well, it's brought up now.
unfortunately.
Oh, speaking of the devil, there he is.
Hey,
Can
what's
you
up,
hear me?
Super? Yep,
Yeah,
we can
I
hear
hear
you.
you.
Oh, okay. For some reason, it didn't connect at first.
Yeah, yeah. Patricia, that's what he did. It's on his video. Um, the picture is Timmy Turner. Yeah,
Oh,
Timmy
that
Turner,
account.
Fairly Odd Parents. Or no, it was yeah, it was Timmy out of this world channel. His thumbnail was that, and he made a video talking about how I was Two Face and everything, and so that's why I.
So who's
Yeah.
this right now and everything that's in the thing here?
This is
I mean, I
Tim's
know. I'm
girlfriend. This is Tim's girlfriend. I was just letting her know what he did because I don't think she
oh,
knows.
See,
I'm
this
just
is what I tried to say last time before you ended the stream, Dale, is when you have like camera shoved in your face, and most people that don't do YouTube, when you have a camera around, you tend to like if you're not a social media influencer or like let's say you are, you can kind of pick up and see like, hey J Dog, what's it called? You can see how everybody reacts on camera. That's
yeah.
why me and Gamer Boy we don't care. Half the time I don't say anything, but usually whatever Gamer Boy says is what he says, and he's blunt about it. He don't care. He's literally
Mm.
said
but
it on the stream that he'll stick it to anybody's face.
yeah, like the thing is, I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing this right. Thick Trisha. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, her name's just Patricia.
Oh, Patricia.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, the thing is, Patricia. I met Dale a long time ago and everything, and I'm talking probably like 2 years. Was it like 2 years now? I've known you.
Probably, yeah.
And I met Timmy through his channel and everything. And the thing about it is, like, I first knew your boyfriend and everything. I am saying that right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I first met your boyfriend through his channel, through Dale's channel, and I honestly thought your boyfriend was a nice person and everything. He seemed like he was a nice person until I got to actually know him. And honestly, after he did what he did to me, I stopped talking to him and everything. And consider the fact that you are with him. That's why we blocked you, because we didn't want you to start any drama or whatever. Consider the
And,
fact that you are his girlfriend.
and another thing too, I think Tim knows her password, so he could go into her Facebook and be talking to me, and I think it's her, but it'd be him.
Yeah.
Ugh, I
So it's
hate
not.
that.
So I mean, it's nothing. It's nothing we have against you. It's the fact that until unless you leave him or something, or unless that'd be on your
Change your
terms. But I'm just
passwords.
saying, oh yeah, change your passwords or something. We don't want you to be able to get into our stream, because we know darn well that he would be able to get into it. So it's not you, it's him.
It's nothing. It's nothing against you, Patricia. Like I've known you for a long time. It's nothing against you. It's just with him. Hey, gamer boy.
See, this is why, like, I've dated in the past before I started doing YouTube, and my most recent breakup knows I do YouTube full time, and she wanted to start it, but we never did like a YouTube's couple channel or anything. But if you're in a relationship or not, it's up to you. But I mean, if you're gonna be on social media, don't give your loved one your password, because not to mainly target you, Patricia, but like let's say somebody gets into an argument and then they do YouTube full time, and that's how they get their income. Let's just say, for instance, uh, if someone knows your passwords, they can get in there and they can destroy your reputation, or get it to where you won't have a YouTube channel anymore. And I'm just
Not
saying
to
that out of not targeting towards you, Patricia. I'm just saying in general.
not only that and everything, Boost, and I agree with you 100%. But not only that and everything, but if he, if he has your passwords and everything, whatever money that you make off your channel, it could be a possibility that he could get that too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's, he could easily sit there and be like, oh, well, guess what? She made, and I'm just throwing out like a random figure. Oh, she made $50 on this video? Oh, well, guess what? That $50 is mine because, I have her passwords.
Mm-hmm.
And and Patricia, I'm not saying that he would probably do something like that, but I'm just saying, that's
It's
what could
just a
happen.
precaution.
Hmm.
You can
That's
never tell
why,
with YouTube couples and channels and things like that.
like, even, I used to have a YouTube partner at one time, and, he completely turned against me and everything, but I never sat there and gave him my password because, whatever I did to him, it could be a possibility that he could sit there and everything and, try to as Boo said, try to sabotage my channel and everything. Oh, well, he did this to me and everything, and now I'm going to make sure that he, does, loses this and everything.
Because there was speaking of that subject, if you guys remember Kid Behind the
Oh,
Camera,
excuse me. Sorry.
his brother had a YouTube channel, Charlie. I don't know if you guys know him. He used to
Yeah.
go by Charlie Chills. He was
I think
actually
I've seen
dating.
one of his videos, yeah.
Yeah, remember the time where he uploaded a whole bunch of, I'm gonna PG this, but like corn to YouTube through his channel? He made his girlfriend mad at that time, and his girlfriend found out that he did YouTube, so she got a hold of his passwords and everything, and just started uploading corn to this platform. And now he's either on YouTube still, or he's no longer doing YouTube, but one of the two. But YouTube took down his channel because of that reason.
You know what? It could be a possibility, that he's not on there no more, concerning the fact of that particular reason. Um, you know, I mean, uploading. It's just messed up how. Oh, that's you. Oh, that's
Yep.
Gamer Boy. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, use YouTube as a way of revenge. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's strange because I actually had a moment, or shall I say, a time rather, where I was looking for YouTube partners. This is after my friend left me and everything, in terms of, being no longer my YouTube partner. So, I was looking for YouTube partners, and I met this kid in a town close to me. And, I said, I asked him and everything, like, how old is he and everything. I was good friends with him at one time. And, I asked him and everything, how old is he and everything, because I wanted him, I was thinking maybe he could be my YouTube partner. And he told me, oh, I'm 17 years old. Right? So I'm thinking, okay, well, there's nothing wrong with that and everything. Then all of a sudden, later on, about a couple of days go by, his father calls me on the phone. Oh, why are you talking to my son? Oh, he told me he was 17. He told me he's 17 years old and everything. I met him in I'm good friends with him in Burn. You know what? In the next town over. You know, I met him here at the pond here and everything. We used to go fishing. And he goes, oh well, my son is not 17. My son is actually 12. And I was like, well, why? Why didn't he tell me that?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, you know this person?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know this person. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So anyway, you know, he goes like this, and I said, well, why didn't he tell me that and everything? If he would have told me, I would have left it at that.
Right.
You know, I would have bothered, right? You know, 17. If he was 17, 17, there's no problem with that. So anyway, to make the long story short, a couple of days go by and everything. So I continue doing my channel. You know, I make a video called "Don't Judge a Book by Its Cover." You know, before you know somebody, don't sit there and judge them, right?
Right.
That wasn't directed towards him or his family or whatever. I was just purely making a video because I wanted to make that type of video. All of a sudden, he makes a video on his channel. Oh, Badman Bros and Badman Bro and everything, which was used to be my channel name. Oh, Badman Bro is such a bad person and everything. He made a video about me and everything, telling me that I, you know. He was saying like, oh well, you know, he called me a pervert and everything, all this stuff and everything on YouTube and everything and stuff and everything. You know, trying to make me look like this bad person and everything. And I actually called the police on him because I was like, you know, this kid is trying to throw me off of YouTube and everything when I am not like that. And second of all and everything, I thought the kid was 17. And the thing is,
since we're talking about age and everything, I mean, you look at me, I'm still considered like the young guy, but like I'll go to like a restaurant or even my local mall to go order something, and like I have a T-shirt from my old high school year, and they look at me and they're like, "You're not that old. You look like a baby," and I'm like, "Well, thank you." But I'll have people look at me and they're like, "How old are you?" And I'm like, 25 now. They're like, "There's no way you're 25. You look 18 or like 16." And I'm like, "That's just because of my facial structure, but thank you."
And to answer your question, Vaseline, I don't know if I'm saying that right.
It's Dovaclin.
Dovaclin. Oh, you know this person?
Yes.
You know, how did you know he was 17? Actually, I didn't know he was 17. He told me himself, actually, no.
That's
He
why
told
a lot
me
of people nowadays ask you for your state ID.
Yeah, like
what town you're in, so they can check your age.
Yeah, like he told me his, like I didn't just sit there and go up to him and say, "Hey, buddy, you look, you're 17. I know it." You know, no, I didn't say that and everything.
Oh, jeez.
Like I actually asked him and said, "How old are you?" And he told me 17. So, you know, it's you know, like I say, it's not like I just grabbed him off the street, everything, some random kid off the street and say, "Hey, buddy, I want you to be my YouTube partner." Because that'd be stupid. You know, I mean, that's, you know. But, you know, like I say, that, you know, the weird thing about it is, like, you know, the thing is, here I am, I'm just trying to look for a YouTube partner because, you know, doing YouTube by myself is not fun. I'm going to be straight up honest. It's not fun. Like, you know, why even lie about his age anyway? That's weird. I think he was trying to trap you. You know something? You're probably right. Honestly, you're probably right, and I probably fell for it. You know, I mean, that's, you know, the thing is, like, but the thing is, like, you know, the thing is, you know, even if it was a trap, like you're saying, the thing is, don't make a video about somebody and everything without actually knowing them. And that's what pissed me off the most, because here you are trying to make you're trying to make a video about me saying that I'm a pervert and everything because, it's, you're trying to make somebody look like what they're not. Oh, you're a pervert because you picked up a 12-year-old kid. Let me tell you something. First off, I didn't know the kid was 12 years old. Second of all, should I have been a little bit more careful? Yeah, probably. Probably. I should have. But the thing is and everything, I'm not a bad person. I'm not going to sit there and hurt somebody and everything. I'm not going to sit there and, take them home and everything. You get my drift. But it's ridiculous how people sit there and they just judge you because of the fact that everything. Oh, well, you're an old enough guy and everything. You could sit there and hurt my son. Let me tell you something. If I hurt your son and everything, I would probably hurt myself, to be honest. That's how much I'm against that. Like, that is how much I am against that stuff and everything.
Hey, Tommy.
Anybody... Oh, hey, Tommy, how you doing? Anybody that goes after kids ought to be hung. Because that's fucking sick, and it's disgusting.
That's why what's it called? The way I started through YouTube was through Gamer. He's the one, because I had just came home from college. I just came home from college, and I was hanging out with him because he's not that far from me. But I was like, let's see what Gamer's up to. And then he just started talking to his phone. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, YouTube. And then he got me introduced into YouTube, start the channel. And then he's like, hey, Dale's live. And I was like, Dale? Checked out his channel, stuck with him. And then I met Courtney, Mark, and you through Dale. And then he introduced me into Green Bay Wacky and all that.
I used to watch him. I used to watch him. But
I get lost in so many different YouTube channels, it's hard to keep track.
He sees all these people getting famous over drama with YouTubers about age, and he saw you as an opportunity to get exposure. You're probably right.
Well, and that's the problem with YouTube. There's people on YouTube that want to start drama and everything, and not a whole lot of people like drama.
No.
It's just annoying, and it's a headache, and it's just frustrating.
I'm doing good, Super Jammin' Bro. And Dale, I'm working on diamond art. Hey, Super Jammin' Bro, do you like diamond art? To be honest, I don't really know what that is, Tommy.
I don't even know what that is.
Is that like an anime or something?
No, I'll be right back.
No problem, Dale. I'll hold down on the stream for you.
But what's it called?
Yeah, no, I don't.
The big issue that we're all dealing with right now is people wanting to start drama. Is just like, why? What's the point in that? It's just another headache.
Because see, the thing is, Boost, the reason why they want to start drama is because of the simple fact they're not getting much attention at home.
Okay.
So, it's it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I want to make myself famous and everything, da 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 da. No, it's a 5D painting. Oh, okay. No, I'm not really into painting, Tommy, and everything. It sounds interesting though, but what kind of content do you make, Super Jammin'? I actually do some gaming. I got a couple of gaming videos on there. I also do karaoke on there sometimes. I also do some random updates and everything in terms of the channel and stuff and everything. Things like that. I try to make, I try to do like different things and everything in terms of my channel. Basically, think of my channel as a pinball machine. You bounce around. I bounce around to different things.
Sonic 3D Blast.
Don't listen to Dale and everything. He's just a dumbass. No, I'm more kidding. Anyway, no, I'm messing with you on that. But yes, I did do Sonic 3D Blast actually for my Twitch live stream, which Dale absolutely loved.
I've been debating on getting back into Twitch.
Yeah, I actually do, a lot of live streams on Twitch as well. Wait, how do you pronounce his name? I'm so sorry.
Just call him Dove. He's okay with it.
Dove. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Believe me, he what's it called? He randomly found me and Gamerboy through our GTA content, and then actually no, it was Need for Speed. Wasn't Rivals? What's the other one? It's not Heat.
Is the one I play? Is it Undercover? Or not Undercover? What the fuck?
Oh
Hot
no,
Pursuit.
there we go.
Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit.
No, thanks, Dove. You just reminded me now. He goes,
Red Dead.
yeah, he must have found me through Red Dead content.
Red Dead on Twitch.
Yeah, but what do you call
Yeah,
it?
but Dove, I like I said, I do like different things on my channel and everything. Like I said, gaming. I'm also on BitChute right now. As well, and everything. I'm putting on Let's Watches on there right now. Both channels, if you want to take a look at both channels, they're all Super Jammin' Bro. So if you want to, take a look at BitChute, BITCHUTE. That's the site and everything where I do my Let's Watches. If you want to take a look at that, be sure to feel free to do so. I got about, I want to say 10 or 12 videos on there right now. Twitch, I also do live streams on Twitch, and I end up actually uploading them to YouTube. So I got them under a playlist right now called live streams. If you want to see those and everything, Dove, you're welcome to do so. Just type in Super Jammin' Bro on YouTube. You'll see my profile. It's an anime character as my background picture. And you'll be able to get into that and everything and be able to see it.
There he is.
There we go.
I was wondering when you were gonna come in.
I think he's off his phone right now.
I think he's off his microphone too because his
Can't hear anything.
Yeah, he's off his
There
phone
we
for
go.
a minute, guys.
Oh.
yeah, he's messing with the camera and everything. Oh, now he's like this. Wait, hold on. Let's try this. Okay, let's look like this. Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, what's it called? Dale sent me the link for the stream tonight, and I was trying to record a gameplay for Car Mechanic, but then I had excess noise, and I was like, yeah, all right, you know what? Let's just see what's on YouTube. And then Dale popped up, and I was like, all right, I'm right at the computer, so it just works.
Funny thing, Boost. I was actually doing the same exact thing, except I wasn't recording that, but I was actually doing another Let's Watch, and it's funny. I got the message just as I was doing the Let's Watch and everything.
Oh, jeez.
I got the freaking notification through Messenger that gave me the restream link, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess I got to stop doing this now."
I told you right 8:39 o'clock my time I was going live.
Yeah, but I thought I was gonna have a little bit of time though, to be honest though, and everything. But that's okay, though.
I was
It's not
kind
a
of
big deal.
questioning to see when Dale's gonna go live, because he normally just sends me a link, and then if I'm around my computer, I'll just go straight to it.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What are you doing,
Gamer Boy, is everything okay over there?
Yes, I just set them damn fire.
Oh fuck!
I'm gaming right now.
Oh my! You're gaming
I'm
doing
playing a
live
game
stream.
and doing this.
Okay.
Multitasking 101 by Gamer Boy.
Oh, I'm used to this.
Yeah.
I was wondering
But-
what the hell that sound was. I heard it, I was like, what the fuck is that sound?
And
heard
somebody
someone-
getting lit on fire.
I heard somebody just like randomly say, ah!
Jeez.
I thought
It's
thought
actually
maybe Gamer-
funny. It's
I thought
actually
Gamer Boy
fun.
may have I thought Gamer Boy may have hurt his nuts or something.
It's funny because right before Dale started this one, I watched the last one, and that's almost at 90 views. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that almost at 90 views.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, today I
Anytime
was
the four of us
gonna
are together, that usually happens.
Yeah, it's actually
So-
83. It's actually 83 views.
That's why I said it's almost at 90 because last time I saw it was at like 80 something. But yeah, I was gonna record
my
American
last
Truck
couple of
Sim
videos
and,
have actually go. Oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay. I was gonna record American Truck Sim and Car Mechanic, but I don't have sound deadening on these walls yet.
Oh, I get you. I get
Buy
you.
them and
So
hang
the,
them up.
so the sound actually like echoes through the wall.
Yeah.
Well, all the other half of the house is on this side. On this side, it's like my bedroom, but after that, it's nothing. It's just like the side of my house. So all the sound in my videos, because my mic is right here, is bouncing off of this. And I was just like, okay. And then when
That's
I
not
tried
gonna
to,
work.
yeah. Well, it's also funny too because I thought I hit the record button on my Streamlabs to record Car Mechanic because I'm building Sean Boswell's Evo, but turns out I
That's
didn't
lame.
actually. Yeah, I didn't actually sit to record that. I was like, well, can't get too mad if the footage is not there.
I hate those moments like when you're when you're doing a let's play, or you think you're doing a let's play, and all of a sudden you look at the freaking thing and it didn't record.
Well, I also played to my favorite too because I had my Facebook Messenger blow up in the middle of recording. And I was like, well, kind of glad that they don't have to sit there and
Excuse
deal
me.
with that because I'm doing Sean Boswell's Evo's a mod that you can download on Steam for Car Mechanic, but I have to sit there and build the engine twice. I have to build it in stock format, and then I have to do a performance engine. So I'm like, uh-oh.
Like luckily for me, like I can attest to that because, in terms of like not recording, because I actually did that many times with with 3D Blast as a for instance. I did one part and everything where I was playing through the levels, not talking because I don't because I'm recording it for the live stream. So I go through it. I go through the levels of that the next two zones that I wanted to do for the part, and all of a sudden I look at the thing, and the red dot is still there, and I'm like you got to be kidding me! Like I didn't record the fucking thing the whole entire time. So luckily I have a load state, and I'm like, okay, let me hit the load state and let me try this again with recording. Super Jammin' Bro, they might have a
It's a big
Sonic Diamond
painting.
art. I'm currently working on a custom made one right now. The size is 40 by 60. Holy shit.
Jeez.
Wish I had art skills.
The thing is, like, I don't really have the money to buy art and everything. Tommy, so money's pretty tight for me right now. So, even if I wanted to buy one, I couldn't really do so.
The only art I know how to do is through the computer, and I have to buy the software for that.
Like literally,
And that's
like literally,
$80 ish.
the only art I know how to do is if it's like drawn out for me, which obviously there's no such thing as that.
Well,
You know.
the art people say that a lot, but really, if you're trying to sit there and trace something, but then you add your own detail, you're technically drawing art.
Yeah. Like the thing is, like the thing about it is, like like sometimes what I'll do is like I'll take a coloring book, and like I'll take a coloring book and everything, and take out a piece of paper, or take out the page of the thing itself, and I'll take paint and I'll color it in with the paint instead of using crayons or whatever. And that's what I call art. Like I'll literally sit down and be like, okay, here you go, I'm done. It's just like it's all the lines are drawn out and everything, and literally it's just No, you really didn't do anything. The lines are there already. Yeah, I know it is.
Tommy, if you're interested of like digital art software, the two programs I know the best, because I know Dale can do it off of his computer since it's mainly known for like Apples and iMacs. But you can buy Adobe Soft Photoshop and Adobe Soft Illustrator, and that's pretty much anything. You can basically draw art. So, say you take an image that you find cool on the internet, take that, download it, and then open up the Adobe Illustrator, and you can literally drag and drop your photo from the internet you downloaded into Adobe Illustrator and do art that way. It's just that
And we
software, you need a good computer, but the software is, I think, like 70, $80.
and we lost Gamer
So,
Boy.
no, I think he's just trying to adjust something. You're welcome, Tommy. You just need a good computer to do it with. It's mainly known for Apple products because it's already installed in there. But you can, depending on where you're at, you can usually go to like your local Best Buy or some like electronics store, or you can even find it on Amazon if you can get Amazon to you. Um, so
Dale, do you have any tips for Gamer Boy to get over 1,000 subs?
Uh,
Just keep working, my boy. That's all you gotta do. Keep working at it.
well, I was gonna say that's your call.
yeah, I know.
Provided you don't choke yourself to death there, Boost. Provided you don't choke yourself. What the frick?
Play it now, dude.
I hear like random like people talking in the back. It's just like, what the hell's going on there? By the way, nice picture of Marilyn Monroe there.
Say.
Alright,
just
guys, I'll
looked
be right
over.
back. I'm gonna step away from Mike for a minute.
Okay. I don't even know how long I've been subscribed to Gamer Boy's channel. I know it's been a while. I just don't know how long it's been.
20
I don't even
years.
know.
No.
I don't even know how he found his channel.
I randomly found yours, Dale. Like literally, I was just looking through one day and everything, and I saw a video of you playing Vector Man,
Oh God, that one must have been interesting.
and it's like, I saw you playing that game, and I was like literally like grabbing my, okay, let me rephrase that. I was actually like literally like cringing, like every time I saw it, like saw
What
you
were you
do something,
grabbing?
I was like, forget I said that. Anyway, forget I said that, Gamer Boy. Um. What I meant to say was I was cringing rather every time I saw him do something in the game, and I was like, why didn't he get that power up? Why didn't he get that TV? Why didn't he get that thing there? And I was just like, I was saying to myself the whole entire time, like, what type of gamer is this? Is this Dell Stark? He must be a really bad gamer to be doing this, to be
Yeah,
doing this
probably.
bad. And I was just like, and all of a sudden I subscribed to him, and I get a notification of a live stream that he was doing, And all of a sudden, everything, he started this thing, this free talk, and then I'm like, free talk? I said, what is a free talk? I said, what is he just gonna sit there and talk the whole entire time? And it turns out that's what it was.
Now the free talks are more interesting now because I actually have people on here.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
And it's strange because I just randomly asked you and everything if we could talk, through Messenger, and you were like, "Yeah, sure, we could do it. Yeah, you want to talk?"
Okay.
And I was like, and I was just like, "Wait a minute, is this streamer actually saying yes? He'll talk to me?" And I I literally thought like, okay, this kid ain't gonna talk to me. Like, what? He's a famous YouTuber. He ain't gonna talk to me.
I'm famous. I ain't famous.
And that's what I thought in my head though, and everything. No, I mean, considering the fact of how many subs you had and everything, and I was just like, oh, this kid has over 1,000 subs. He ain't gonna want to talk to me. All of a sudden, after the stream is done, I get a call through Messenger. And I'm like, who the hell is calling me? And I'm thinking, like, wait a minute, did this kid actually call me?
Yeah.
And I see it's Dale Stark, and I'm like, wait, is this Dale from the live stream that I was just in? And all of a sudden I answered, I'm like, Dale, is that you? And you're like, yeah, that's me.
No, it's Dale the Realtor. I want to talk about your extended car's warranty.
Yeah, your extended car warranty. Yeah. Oh, I get a lot of those calls there, Gamer Boy.
Mm.
And it was strange because I started talking to Dale and everything, and the first freaking question I asked him, and I shouldn't have done it. And I know Gamer Boy and Boost are gonna get a laugh out of this.
Maybe you shouldn't.
You think maybe I should say it?
If it's what I think it is it the same thing Jamie thought? My friend Jamie?
Probably.
Yeah. I'll just come out and say he thought when he seen my live stream, he talked on the phone, he thought I was gay.
I think everybody thinks about that when it's guys.
But obviously I'm not.
I'm pretty sure you're not, Dale.
Yeah, I know.
It was because the way he was talking and everything, and
Oh, the
That's
squeaker
usually what
voice.
people think is when they first time you hear them, you think, are they gay?
and I kicked myself every single day after I said it because I was just like, what the hell did I just ask? Like, really? Did I seriously just ask that question? Like, after I got done talking to him on Messenger, I was just like, did I seriously ask him that question? Oh, excuse me. And, I looked myself in the mirror and everything, and I was just like, what? Why the hell did I just ask him that question? That's a stupid question to ask.
You were curious?
I mean, but maybe I shouldn't have been that curious, though. I mean, that's somebody's personal business.
No.
Hey, Kenneth.
Oh, hello, Kenneth.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's not the first time Dale's gotten asked that question.
Oh, yeah, plenty of times people ask me that.
Okay,
TikTok, everywhere else they talk to me. It's like, nope.
Well, it's like when they ask you that, it's like, which gay are you referring to? Because there's two meanings to it.
Yeah, if you mean gay, as in I'm happy, yeah, absolutely. And it's like oh wait, if you mean gay as in I'm happy, yeah, absolutely. But I mean that's how we met and everything. That was
Well, that's nothing because when Jamie first started talking to me, Jamie thought I was too.
Yeah.
I popped into Jamie's stream and I normally watch his videos, but I have to catch up on his.
Yeah, he's He's got a new one. He's got a new one coming out tomorrow. TikTok Friday.
Looks like Kenneth wants to join. Do you want to join the panel, Kenneth? Is that what you're asking?
Do you want? If you do, just let me know and I'll send you the link. I think that's what you said.
Because he said on panel and everything. So
I think he said
that's
hello brothers on panel, but I mean,
Yeah, I think that's what he means. Yeah.
I mean that's why I'm getting it.
I mean, you could be right, Bruce. I mean, it's just I see like on panel and everything. I'm thinking like maybe he wants to join or something. I mean, if he does, that's not a big deal.
Confusing, but what's it called? There were times where me and Gamer Boy just come like going to the stores in our town, and we went to this one location because we go there so much, and at first I didn't have an account. We mainly use Gamer Boys. What I say, Kenneth?
That's what
I meant.
Meaning,
do you want to come on the panel? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was saying hello to everybody on the panel.
Oh.
But
Okay.
I like how everyone just got depressed right there.
Yeah, like you
everybody was just depressed.
Yeah, like you were just like yeah, he just wanted to say hello on the panel, and I was just like, like okay.
I can't remember what we were doing, but we went to GameStop, and at first I didn't have a GameStop account. I had one from a family member, but
okay, have a good night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were there. I forget what it was, but what's it called? There were people showing up, and we told the front desk that we were
Excuse me,
kind of like
sorry about that.
YouTubers trying to get the to see what new or to see what content was new. And Gamer, wasn't it like a like somebody's child or somebody came up and said you're famous on YouTube?
No.
Because I remember we gave out our YouTube channels. I know I have had Uber rides where I tell them I'm a famous YouTuber, or I tell them what I do for work is YouTube, and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, I have a famous YouTuber in my car." I'm like, "I'm not that famous, but thank you." I had this one guy drove me from where I'm at now all the way down to the east side of my town, and as we're getting out, he goes, I can't remember if I said this on stream or not, but he goes, "Hey, Boost, maybe I could find me a stripper or something, because now I see that there's another passenger that wants to get in my car." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna go. Have fun."
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
It's funny that you say that and everything.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'll send you the link.
Oh, good. We're gonna have Kenneth in here. Good. It's funny that you say that, Boost, because I actually had a time where I went to this place called Digital Press, which is a retro gaming store. To make a long story short, right? I go in there, I'm paying for my game and everything, right? Or games. Actually, I bought a lot of games. So anyway, I'm buying my games, right? And this gay kid, comes up to me, right? And he goes, "By the way, buddy, you look very pretty and everything." And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, yeah, by the way, how much do these games cost and everything? And I'm going like this, and I'm like, I'm looking over my shoulder like every 5 minutes at this kid. He's just staring at me. And I'm just like, "Hey, buddy, can you stop staring at me?" And he goes, "No, that's the problem. I can't and everything. You're real beautiful."
Oh, good Lord.
And I'm just like, here, buddy, here's the money. Keep the change. Let me have a bag, and Dad, let's get out of here.
I mean, You could always
The
be
guy-
like Gabriel Iglesias and be like, I got options.
And the guy and the guy at the counter was just like, I can't keep the. I said, dude, just keep the change. Make an exception this time. I don't want to be here right now because that guy over there is looking at me strange. I just want to get out of here.
Not
I
gonna
said,
lie,
make an
I've
exception.
not gonna lie, I've had people stare at me, but it's not because I'm like hitting on their girlfriend or like hitting on their wife or something. Usually it's like grown men are jealous because their woman is talking to me and they'll instantly want to fight me. And I'm like, I'm a teenager and you're going to
It's
fight a
like,
kid?
dude. It's like, dude, you got
I've
some
had that
anger
happen,
issues
though.
first off.
Yeah, I've had that happen at our local racetrack. Down here in southern Arizona, we have our dirt tracks. And when I was getting ready for a race, but I stared off into like the nighttime sky because that's when we start racing. And this woman thought I was staring at her. She's like, ew. I was like, yes, can I help you? She's like, why are you staring at me? And I'm like, I'm looking at the sky. She's like, no, you've been staring at me for the last 10 minutes. And I was like, okay, and? I was like, your husband's over there scolding your kid because he's taking his race car and trying to jump the
It's like,
thing
I'm
over
sorry,
a little
madam,
turtle.
but you're not pretty enough to look at.
At the racetrack, we had
You
these...
want to gouge my eyes out with your big ass dictionaries.
At the racetrack, we have these like metal plates that are around the course to let people know like where the line is that you can go to like drive on the tracks. We drove circles, but they're like this big and they're metal. And this little kid is literally hopping his race car over those little turtles, is what they call them. But he was hopping over that, and his dad's standing over there on like over the race car, just sitting there yelling at him. And I'm like, in front of everybody, dude, like, don't do that. And then here's his wife or somebody, I don't know who, started standing there and yelling at me and saying I was trying to get at his girl, at the dude's wife, and I was like, no, because sorry, lady, you're not my type. But
So for a second of all, your wife's not that pretty to look at anyway.
yeah, I mean the environment was just terrible, and I haven't been to that racetrack since 2013 now. So it's just bad environment, and then everybody else just literally wants to sit there and fight each other. It's like if they weren't fighting with me, they were trying to fight everybody else. So I'm like, you guys really need security guards here.
Or you need anger issues.
Right.
Hey, Kenneth. Oh. I don't know if you can hear him. Wait, you ain't got no sound. We can't hear you. Why are you posting that again? He just posted that. No, still can't hear you. I had like a kind of a weird moment, like one time when I was at McDonald's. One time we were Walmart when McDonald's was connected to Walmart, and I went.
Oh yeah. I know how that goes.
I went to get an ice cream, and this guy looked at me. He looked at me. He's like, "I gotta warn you. I can make them big." What the fuck? I'm like, you just keep your.
It's like, yeah, you can keep your ice cream.
I asked for vanilla Coke. He looked at me like, just to warn you, I can make it big. I was like, what the fuck?
It's like, yeah, you can keep that ice cream. I'm gonna leave now.
I don't know what I don't want to know what he meant.
The only thing you can make big.
Oh jeez. Oh, okay, we just stepped into another zone here now. Camera boy.
I had to like mute my microphone. I turned off my camera because I'm snacking on like quote unquote dinner. And when Dale said that, I kind of wish I had my my camera on because I almost choked on my food. It would have sucked on my end because I'm like, trying to get air, but at the same time, it would have been great for YouTube content.
There's,
Like,
there's one. Okay, finish what you're gonna say.
oh, I'm sorry, Dale. But
It's all right.
I could just picture Boost like as he's eating, he's like, all of a sudden he hears that, he's like, he's trying to eat whatever he had in his mouth. And also, he's like,
Well, what's it called? I was playing a game, and I don't really I haven't talked to these guys in like a couple of years by now, but that popular game, Rainbow Six Siege, that's like on PC. It's on PlayStation. I don't see too many people play it nowadays, but I used to sit there and I had like a T-bone steak next to me. So I would like tell my friends like, "Hey, cover me, like try to cut this steak." So I'm cutting the steak. I take one bite, throw my fork on the plate, and I pick up my controller because there's a guy next, and I went, "Dut-dut," and everybody is just standing there laughing. He goes, "That's great YouTube content. You just chewed a steak and shot that guy right in the head." I was like,
it's like
"Thanks."
that. It's like that movie and everything with Roddy Piper and everything. I'm chewing steak, and now I'm all out of steak.
And then I had like another weird moment one time. This like when it came to like the gay community stuff, I used to be very judgmental, but I'm not like that now. Obviously, I'm not because I have friends that are like that. This guy messaged me on Planet Fish. He goes, "Are you bi?" I said, "No, I'm not bi. So goodbye." He's like, "You don't be so mean." Well, don't message me.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, I'm not bi. So goodbye. Hey, Izzy.
Hey, Izzy, how you doing?
But yeah, like obviously I'm not judgmental when it comes to that stuff now because I got friends, so I got really good friends that are in that community, so I'm not judgmental. If I was judgmental back then and Jamie would have tried to message me, Jamie would have been blocked just like that, gone.
I actually had one that everything tell me one time like I was actually somewhere and everything. Yep. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I went to this one place and everything, right? And this guy and everything, asked me if I was gay. Because he was. And I said no. I said I'm not and everything. I said I'm just here ordering some food. And he's like, "Well, to be honest, I think you're pretty and everything." I said, I just told you, buddy, I'm not like that. Oh, what are you gonna do now? You gonna attack me now and everything?
I'm just.
So he goes like this, right? He goes like this and everything. He goes, "Well, I'll tell you what. If you do, you ever seen them when they go like this and they go, I'm gonna scratch you."
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, he goes, "I'm gonna if you try to attack me, I'm gonna scratch you and everything." I said, "First off, buddy," I said, "I just got done telling you I'm not like that. That doesn't mean I hate you because you're one. Second of all, if you scratch me, I'm gonna punch your fucking lights out." So, I mean, either way, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
So, of course, the guy at the counter is like, "Oh, nobody's gonna punch nobody here and everything because if they do, they're gonna go to jail." I said, "Well, first off, I'm not gonna go to jail because it'll be self-defense. Second of all, tell this guy to leave me alone and everything before he ends up getting hurt." And it was just like, though, it was like one of those things, though, where it's like, "Oh, you gonna scratch me? Like, really?" First off, how old are you? And second of all, if you scratch me, I'm gonna punch your lights out. Plain and simple. I'm not gonna sit there and just let you scratch me and say that's it, I'm done. It's like, dude, first off, find somebody that actually is, and leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and of course he called the police on me and everything. Oh, he's being racist towards me because I'm a gay person. I said, are you fucking kidding me? I said, are you serious right now? A cop comes up to me and everything. He goes, oh, I heard you said something because he was gay. I said, are you kidding me? And I explained to the cop what happened and everything, right? I explained to the cop what happened and everything. I said, oh, no. I said, he asked me and everything if I was gay. And I said, no, and everything, you know. And he goes, okay, what happened then? He said, I'm going to scratch it and everything. And he goes, and the cop was actually laughing and everything. He goes, I'm going to scratch you. He goes, are you serious? He goes, I'm going to scratch you. He starts laughing and everything. And he goes, he goes, okay, well, anyway, he goes, what did you say after that? I said, well, I told him, I said, if he scratches me, I'm going to punch him in the mouth. So he goes, all right, he goes, just order your food and, you know, go home and everything. That cop couldn't stop laughing and everything. He was laughing so hard and everything. He goes, bud, he goes, the kid told you and everything that he's not gay. Just leave him alone and have a good day and get out of here. He goes, nobody's being racist towards you because you're gay.
No.
He goes, you're just looking to start trouble and everything, and that's all there is to it. But he couldn't stop laughing the whole entire time. He goes, scratch you? He goes, I've never heard of that the whole time I've been on the force, he goes. But, I mean, that's, who knows? Izzy, who scratches nowadays? Oh, well, if you watch Cops and everything, you'll see.
I mean,
let's face it. I mean, there's a lot of women on Cops and everything. When a cop tries to touch them and everything,
growing up, the way I was always taught was defend yourself. So I had to be put in situations I didn't really like it, but half the time we weren't even scratching. Half the time we were chucking bricks or swinging each other in the face with the tree branch and then throwing actual punches.
that sounds really fun.
Oh,
And I'm
it's
being
great.
sarcastic, obviously.
Oh no, I'm the same way, but that's how I was growing up. I grew up in a trailer park.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was almost like I was Eminem because it was 9 times out of 10 a fist fight, and a cop showed up because my mother had called. My friends picked me up on the side of the road because I'm just out for the count, and the cop looks at me and he goes, "You all right?" And I'm like, "Does it look like I'm all right? I can barely sit in the chair. We'll drink a thing of water." He's all like, "Well, you're on bed rest and stay away from the kid." And I was like, not gonna happen, but okay. Not going into too much details. I basically got my revenge, and the kid that I fought, he basically was whining and putting his hand on his head, and he's like, "I'm gonna tell my mom," and I'm like, "Well, you should have never started it. First off, second of all, the cops should have never been showed up." But now look
Right.
at me, you put me on bed rest for a week.
So I'm gonna get my revenge no matter how the fuck you look at it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's how I was always taught. And 9 times out of 10, I had to get into fist fights. I didn't
Yeah,
want to,
it's
but
like-
nobody would
it-
leave me alone.
It's like, wait, you think that cop is actually gonna, stop me from, getting my revenge on you? No. As soon as I'm able to get out of this bed, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing that happened in middle school. I had this kid who was being all, let's just say cocky, but he was all acting tough and whatnot. He's like, "I just got off parole. Let's start a fist fight." And I was like, "Dude, really? You just got off probation and you're going to start this?" Throws one punch. I got my revenge. He started swinging on me again. And I was like, it's not even worth it. So I literally just let him go. And then I walked off into the alley, ran across the street, hopped over a wall, and there was a carnival in the parking lot. I was like, I'm going to go have fun.
It's like what do we get from a fist fight to, oh wow, look, carnival. Okay, let's see what rides I can go on. I had I had many of those in high school and everything. I had this little kid and everything. He was like a couple of feet shorter than me, and I was getting dressed and everything, you know, after gym was done, right? So I was changing, you know, I was just about to put my shoes on and everything, you know. So all of a sudden he starts with me and everything, right? He walks over to me and he goes, "Oh, look, it's the fat ass and everything." So then I guess the bench is gonna break now and everything, right? And I looked up at him. I was in a bad mood that day. And I looked up at him. I said, "If I was you, buddy," I said, "I keep your ass walking and everything before I end up punching you on your ass." "Oh, really? Really? Really?" I said, "Yeah, really." So he walks over, right? He walks over and he pushes me off the bench. And I looked up at him and I said, "Okay, that's it." I put my shoes down. I got up. I grabbed him by his shirt and I threw up against the locker. And I said, "Look, you little bastard." I said, "If you ever pull something like that again," I said, "I'll put you through the damn locker." And he's looking at me like this. I'm holding him by his shirt. And he's like, okay. I'm sorry. And I'm like, "Dude," I said, "I'm telling you right now, I am in a very bad mood." And the coach came in. He came into the locker room and he saw my hand on his shirt and everything. And he's going, "Hey, let him go. Let him go." I said, "No." I said, I'm about 2 minutes away from knocking this son of a bitch out. And I said, "Look," I said, "You're lucky." I said, "You're lucky he's standing right there." I said, "Because if he wasn't, I would have punched you dead in your mouth." And I let him go and I threw him to the ground and everything. And I said, "Now, get your ass out of here and everything before you're not able to walk."
Yeah, I've had that happen. I mean, me and Gamer Boy went to the same school, and when I was in school, because he was a couple grades ahead of me, but when I was in school, I had a PE teacher, and there was a kid that got me mad. I'm not saying that I'm like the jock, like shirtless, skinny dude with like the big guns, big muscle type
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm a big guy. This kid's a little scrawny, and we were in weightlifting class, and for whatever reason, something set me off. I don't know why I listened to the older guys, but I did. And I'm running around shirtless with weightlifting gloves on, and people were trying to figure out what's going on. I was trying to chase this guy, basically shirtless, and everybody's like, chill out. And I'm just sitting there, I'm throwing every bleep word out there, and people are like, okay, let's not make him mad. I was like, yeah, probably not when I'm not in a good mood.
And it's like everybody's basically like, "Okay, move aside."
Yeah, pretty much. And
This kid is.
And the only person that stopped it was the actual teacher itself, because he didn't want to sit there and fill out the paperwork. But he tried doing that again. The teacher made him apologize, and I was like, "I got no words for you. Just leave me alone and just get out of here."
Yeah, basically, it's like, "Look, I accept the fact that you apologize, but if I was you, I'd leave now while I got the opportunity."
Yeah, well, and it happened again because I had the same kid that was picking on me. I had the same class with him the next hour, so I literally slammed the lockers. Luckily, the teacher knew us both, and he goes, "Booze, not now." I was like, "Good," because I really don't want to deal with this right now. He's like, "Just put your music in, draw or do something," and I was like, "All right, I'll do that."
The same thing, the same thing happened to me and everything, except minus the, no disrespect, obviously, but minus the rage. And this little kid and everything, little bald-headed kid and everything, I won't say what color he was and everything because I don't want to sound racist and everything, but, he always used to mess with me and everything. He always used to start shit with me and everything. Talk about how I'm going to whoop your ass and everything. Oh, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that to you and everything. So, it was my last year of middle school. I say to him, "Okay," I said, "I'll tell you what." I said, "You want to fight me so bad and everything?" Excuse me. Sorry, I'm trying to clear my throat. So anyway, I say to him, "Okay, I'll tell you what. Since you want to fight me so bad, why don't we do it on the last day of school?"
So it's a way to get detention.
Yeah, exactly. I said that way none of us could get. Yeah, I said that way none of us could get suspended. None of us and everything can get in trouble. It's the last day of freaking school. Right? He goes, I, you know how they talk. I and everything. Oh, I'll fight you after on the last day of school. So,
Aight.
yeah. Make a long story short.
Jesus fucking 80s.
No, he's
Jesus Christ, that's how the fucking breakdance is used to dance. Aight. Like, what the fuck?
So anyway,
age are you living in?
so anyway, right? It's the last day of school. We both get off the bus and everything, right, at the same time. Well, actually, he got off first, and then I got off after. Anyway, I see him. I immediately take off my book bag, put it on the ground, take off my sweatshirt. He takes off his backpack, or book bag, excuse me, and he takes off his sweatshirt, and we stare at each other, right? And I said, okay. I said, you go ahead and you take the first shot, right? Dude, this was like something like out of a fucking movie, right? He's punched me in the stomach, right? And the whole entire time I'm going like this. I'm just standing there taking the punches and everything. I'm like, dude, like, are you even swinging? Like, are you even swinging? You just, I'm sitting there literally just standing there taking the punches, and he's like, oh, he's like, oh, these must be hurting you right now. I said, dude, I'm literally staring at you and I'm laughing. So I finally grab him. I take him to the ground, and I start punching him and everything, right? I pick him up and I throw him to the ground again. I must have threw him like 8 times. Funny thing about that story, right? The principal walks over. Right? Principal walks over, and he's watching us. He's actually watching us fight. And he's just standing there with his arms folded like this. And he's watching us fight. And I'm just throwing this kid around like he's a little beanbag. And finally,
So
I
the principal didn't do shit?
literally, he just stood there and watched. And then finally, when I threw him down the 8th time and everything, he goes, all right, that's it, we got to stop.
See, at
And
least
the
your
main-
principal did something.
Maybe that kid pissed off too many people at that school, and the principal was like, someone needs to whip this kid's ass.
The funny thing is, Gamer Boy, you say that, and later on in the day, and as God is my witness, the freaking principal pulled me aside and everything, and he goes, I'm glad somebody finally dealt with that fucking kid. I was like, I looked at the principal and I was like, I literally thought I was gonna get in trouble and everything. I was like, oh God, what? I said, now you're gonna get me in trouble for the fight, right? And he goes, no. He goes, I'm glad somebody put that kid in his place.
He's like,
And I
I'm
was
gonna
like-
beat the shit out of him 8 times before I do anything. Maybe the kid will learn something.
And he's like, and I sat down, I looked at him and I said, are you serious? He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm glad somebody finally stood up to him and everything and did something to him. He goes, I've been waiting for somebody to do it. I said to him,
I let me know that throughout the year. I would have been kicked in his ass all 4 years.
right? I said,
God
I said,
damn it.
I said, if I would have known that, I said, I would have done it earlier in the year.
Oh, that's funny.
And he goes like this, and then he goes, and of course the mother and father came and everything later on in the day, right? And he goes, and they were like, oh, we found out what happened and everything. He goes, how come you didn't do anything about it? And the principal actually told the parents and everything. He goes, hey, let me tell you something. What your son did and everything this whole entire year, he got what he deserved.
Can't blame him.
His
Oh my
parents
God.
looked at him, looked at the principal, and just so like, are you serious?
What did
My
they at
son
least
gets.
tell him what he did?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like he explained to him like what their son did the whole entire year, and literally the mother goes by him and everything, right? The mother goes by him and everything, and she goes, "I guess you did get what you deserved."
Yeesh.
And she goes,
I
"Now,
mean-
no," she goes, "Now I'm gonna whoop your ass when we get home." I started laughing.
Your ass.
I started laughing.
call
And
my
everything.
family.
I was just like, oh my god! I just gave this kid an ass whooping, and now his mother's gonna whoop his ass too.
I
was
already
like,
probably
oh,
gave
my-
him brain damage from hitting him 8 times on the ground. What was his
Yeah.
parent gonna do to him?
I think your son may need some help and everything. By the way, and everything. Just to let you know, his brains may be a little loose. So you might not want to hit him anymore. So you might not want to hit him.
When you first started explaining that story, Super, the first instant I got, I was like, "What is this, Red Dead?" And then as soon as you started explaining it more, I was like, "This reminds me of the episode with the bully and SpongeBob, where he just starts kicking everybody's butt."
Oh, that stupid flounder guy.
Yeah, Flounder.
Flounder.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
That's so stupid. I feel bad for the old man because every time SpongeBob runs by saying something like that, they whoop the shit out of the old man thinking it was him.
Yeah, right. And it's
I
like,
don't know, people. Yeah, I'm sure you do. You don't remember. You don't remember the ass whooping that you got last time.
yeah, right.
When I was in
And the
Job
funny-
Corps,
The funny thing about that whole thing too, it was probably like a couple. I don't know. I would say probably about a couple years after that, and he saw me in the mall and everything. And he tried to say hello to like he tried to speak to me and everything, and I was just like, yeah, I want nothing to do with you.
Jeez.
And literally, like I was just like, yeah, okay, I want nothing to do with you, buddy, and yeah, get away from me before I hurt you again.
This time we're at the mall.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
time we're at the mall and everything, and this time I may end up going to jail and everything, but I don't really give a shit right now. Like, I really.
when I was in Job Corps, it was a completely different story. You know, you get into an argument, cops show up. You know, you'll get assault in the first and battery in the second. But when
Yeah,
I was in Job Corps, it was a whole different story. Like, yeah, there's people there and there's constantly fighting and arguments, but a lot of times they would like sit there and cover them up. And the principal came over to like my education department because I was a part of the automotive field, and it was always us getting in trouble. I was like, if it's just these two guys, just get rid of them. But they're like,
Yeah.
hey, if you're gonna fight and you live here in the center, take it off center. Don't fight in here. And I was like,
Great advice.
why? So our town can arrest them? They're just gonna fight again. What's the difference?
yeah, right, exactly.
Apparently, my roommate had some beef with somebody, and they took it off center. He came back on the center. His whole face was red, and I was like, "You good?" He's like, "Yeah, I kicked the other guy's butt." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like I thought you just got done doing a workout. What was that, gamer?
That thing came in just as at the right time. Brr, brr.
God.
That came in just at the exact right time.
That's funny.
But going back to that, so I just could not believe. Like, I was honestly shocked that the principal actually said that to me. Like, I looked at him and he saw me, and I was like, oh God, here we go again. I was like, now I'm gonna get in trouble, or since it's the last day of school, he's gonna call the police on me and everything because I assaulted him and everything, quote unquote and everything. But he actually went like this, and he goes, oh, he finally got what he deserved and everything. And I was just like, so let me get this straight. You're not mad at me? He goes, nah. He goes, I'm not mad at you at all. He goes, as a matter of fact and everything, he goes, I'm actually happy that somebody dealt with him. I'm just like, and I'm just looking at him. I'm just like, okay. I think the principal might have hit his head because I was not expecting this at all.
Speaking
I'm
of
doing good, Anthony.
what's it called? It was family vacation So it's like my mom and my younger siblings. We went to California, San Diego. And in San Diego, they have this giant boat that you can go on. It takes you
Yeah.
across the water. You have to, I think, get tickets. I know it's been a minute since I've been over there, but it's funny because we had this waiter, and on this boat they have like the bars, so you can get adult beverages, but then they have like ice cream machines, soda machines, stuff like that. You can actually get food if you
Yeah.
want to.
You get like drinks or whatever like that and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So here's like the bow of the boat. Let's just say this is where you get all like the adult beverages, all that other stuff, and then on top they have the dance floor, and then right above that is like the roof of the boat. Sorry guys, if you guys hear coffee, that's a relative. Um, but on top of the boat is where you can like see over the boat and see the lake and stuff. We were all down here at the bottom, and this lady looks at me. Keep in mind, I'm from Southern Arizona in a
Yeah.
different state visiting. So I don't have a debit card. I don't have a state ID. The only thing I have is my cell phone and my family. This lady looks at me and she goes, "Sir, would you like a margarita?" And my mom looks at her and she goes, "He's not old enough to drink. The boy's just 16." She goes, "Oh, okay. Would you like a Coke?" And I was like, "I'll take a Coke." But then I looked at my mom and I was like, "Mom, like, come on now. I want to be adult here." She's like, "You're on vacation. You're not getting me in trouble here. Come on now." I was like, "Man, thanks a lot, Mom. You busted me."
It's like, Mom, who the hell is gonna know? I drank a margarita. I have you here.
There was actually
fuck.
another funny story with the whole age thing. So I went with a relative to the store, and those like $8 cartridges for like cigarettes?
Yeah.
My family member at the time was smoking, and he wanted to get a refill on cigarettes, so he grabs the cigarettes, and the guy that's giving us the cigarettes to like check us out so we can leave.
Yeah.
I grabbed the bag where I had the cigarettes in, and the guy goes, "Is this guy old enough to hold a pack of cigarettes?" My relative looks over at the guy and he goes, "Yeah, he just turned 18." Not even checking my ID. The guy goes, "Okay, have a great day," and then we left.
As far as I know, you don't need to be 18 to hold a pack of cigarettes. You just need to do it to purchase them. Which is 21 now, but you don't have to be 18 to hold a pack of cigarettes. That is not part of the law.
I don't know. Game Records was part of that time.
Funny, another funny story that I had. I actually went to GameStop one time, back when they used to sell PS2 games or like 360 games and stuff and everything.
Before, before modernized.
Yeah. So
You can still find them somewhat there. It's
I
not
had-
ridiculous.
I had-
Like this one.
So anyway, I used to have the power ups card and everything, right? You know those power up cards and everything.
Yeah, the one that we have for GameStop.
Right. So anyway, this guy must have been new, right?
Someone that didn't know you.
No, but this guy he must have been a new worker, right? So he didn't know like how the system worked. So anyway, right? I give him my power ups rewards card. All of a sudden, he swipes the thing, right? He swipes it like a debit card.
Well, that's how you're
And I'm
supposed to do it.
Yeah. So he swipes the card, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, and he
Jackie.
gives me back the game, and he goes, "Here you go, sir. Have a good day."
Like, well, that was good.
And I'm
What?
thinking of my, so I put the game, he puts the game in the bag, gives me back the power ups card, and he goes, "Okay." He goes, "Here you go. Have a good day." So I'm walking out the store and everything, right? And I'm thinking to myself, "What the hell just happened?" I'm like, wait a minute. He
What, did you
didn't give me.
scan it?
Like he scanned the game. He scanned the game, and all of a sudden I gave him the power up reward card, right? And he slides it through, and he goes, okay, something must be wrong with our system and everything, right? He goes, okay, here he goes. He goes, I'll put the game in the bag for you. Have a good day.
So in other words, you basically got a free game just by using your power up rewards card.
Indeed.
Not swiping it like a debit, or not paying it like a debit card.
But then I felt like an idiot. Like later on in the day, like I got home, I took the game out, and I'm looking at the game. And it was one of the games that I wanted, and I'm looking at the game, and I'm like, I feel like such a jackass taking this game out of the damn store. I said I gotta call up and tell the owner, because I'm like one of these people and everything that sit there and everything, honestly, you got to be honest. That's how I am. And
That's
I sat there and
nowadays you can't find honest people, whether they're
Yeah,
employees
like-
or customers.
yeah, like I called them up and everything, because I felt like such an idiot and everything after I left. And I said to the owner, I said, can I speak to the owner, please? So the owner comes on the phone and he goes, yeah, this is such and such. What? He goes, how may I help you? And you should have seen me trying to explain to the guy and everything. I said, oh my God, how am I going to explain this? I said to myself. So I started explaining it to the owner, and I'm like, one of your employees and everything sold me a game just by using my Power Up Rewards card. I hear the phone get put on the table, and I hear in the background, did you sell such and such game to this kid today and everything for $15.99? Just use his Power Up Rewards card?
Yeah, I thought that's how it's supposed to work.
What the fuck?
What are you announcing that?
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm holding the phone in my hand, and I'm thinking to myself, oh shit,
What's
something's
gonna
about to go
happen to
down.
me?
I have the game in my hand, right? I'm looking at the game, and I'm like, I'm expecting a cop to show up to the door in about 5 minutes.
Well, in a way, technically, you didn't really feel like it seemed like you got it purchased.
Yeah.
Because, well, actually, you can use your Power Up Rewards card actually to pay for games if you have cash on there. You can use that
Yeah.
for it. So,
I
in a
thought
way,
my
you
Power
technically it's like
card-
you paid it, but you didn't know how to work it.
So
'Cause I'm sure you had like
I
the cash on there.
think I had about $2 on there.
Oh, well, that's perfect.
I had about $2 on there and everything. 'Cause I didn't use it that much. So, I guess when he put it through, I guess he figured maybe something's wrong with the system and everything. So, and when the owner came back on the phone, I explained to him what he said and everything. He goes, well, he said that maybe, excuse me. He said that maybe something's wrong with the system and everything. And he goes, okay. At first, he screamed at the employee because, he heard that the game was sold with the Power Up Rewards card, and he goes, but then he came back on, and I explained to him what happened, and he goes, oh, okay. He goes, I see what happened. So he goes back to the employee. He goes, first off, I apologize for yelling at you and everything. He goes, but you did it wrong and everything. That's why that's
That's why I yelled at you.
Yeah. So I came back on and I said, if you like, I'll come back down. I'll complete the purchase. I said, don't worry. I said, if you need me to come back down, I said, I'll do it. I said, I got the money. I said, matter of fact, I was waiting to pay with my debit card, but I didn't think he would, react like that. And he goes, all right. He goes, well, here's what I'm going to do. He goes, you already got the game. He goes, but I'm going to teach him how to do it properly and everything so that way this doesn't happen again.
So he wanted you to come back down there just so you can show him how to do it, didn't he?
Yeah, he goes, I'm not going to make you pay for it. He goes,
He's
but
already
if
got
you
it.
can't- yeah, he goes, if you can't, but he goes, if you can, bring the game with you, so I can teach him how to do it properly. And I said, okay, no problem, I'll be there. So I came down and everything, and he took the kid through the process and everything. And he goes, look, he goes, you gotta do it like this. He goes, he had $2 on there, and he goes, the $2 comes off and everything after you make the total. And he goes, and the kid goes, oh, okay. He goes, I see how to do it now. So then you ask for his debit card or however how he's gonna pay for it. And he goes, okay. He goes, I understand now. So, the kid didn't get in trouble. I didn't get in trouble. He goes, for now, he goes, you could just take that game home and everything. He goes, not a big deal. He goes, and I said, well, I feel bad for him and everything because he goes, it's okay and everything. He goes, it's he's a new kid and everything. That's why that's why I said to the owner, I said, that's why I called you up and everything, because I felt bad that I felt like I stole something and everything because he, and he goes, no, he goes, you didn't steal it. He goes, the kid made a mistake. Mm-hmm. He goes, the kid made a mistake and everything. He goes, you didn't, it's not like you grabbed the game and you walked out. It's like, what happened was you tried to pay for it, but he made a mistake on his end. Therefore, you technically got the game for free.
There's been instances where me and Gamerboy have gone to like our local GameStop and we haven't like scammed them for money, because usually we'll cover each other. Like if I'm short, Gamerboy will cover it, or sometimes we just say screw it, grab all the games that we want to get. He'll pay for the first half, and then I just swipe my card through. That's how we originally started doing it. But then there was a couple times where we were short like a couple cents, and some of the workers, I don't know, must have been having a good day or something, because these games at that time were not cheap, and it was getting hard to like buy new games before the PlayStation 4 came out. And we would go to get ringed up. We swipe our cards, or he would pay in cash, I swipe, but then we'd still be short like a couple cents, and then they're like, oh, don't worry about it, it's just like 2 cents. Go and enjoy your games and have fun, guys. See you guys next time. And I was like, you sure? They're like, get out of here. Enjoy your games. I was like, you sure? I was like, you sure? Because I don't mind. Like, I'll find a way.
And they're basically like, dude, just get out of here and enjoy your game.
Yeah, pretty much. And then there was one point where I didn't have like a debit card at that time. So I tried getting a game, or no, I had money, but I didn't have like the state ID for like what town and state you live in. And yeah. I tried to get GTA 5 the first time. The first time I tried getting it, I got it. I tried to use my school's ID card because they need an identification card. And I pulled out my school ID. I was like, here you go. They're like, okay, we know you really want this game, but you can't get this game with the school ID. I was like, what? It has my name. It has this. Like, it should work. And they're like,
I mean,
no.
You weren't specified in what identification I needed.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I can find with anything that has my face and name on it. That's identifying.
Which, anybody that watches this stream either now during that it's live or after, please do not go to any game store that has a rated M game that you want. Please go get an actual ID. Don't use your school ID. Don't do a me moment. Go get a proper ID.
It was funny, same scenario except a little different. Like, well, actually, no. You know what? Now that I think about it, it's actually way different. I went to a retro gaming store down in Asbury, New Jersey. Right? I went to a retro gaming store, and they sell PS2, Sega Genesis, all the other old games. Exactly. Thank you, Gamer Boy. So anyway,
like a mom paw shop, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, this guy, he has a whole pile of PS2 games sitting on the table. And he's trying to sell them, and he's trying to get rid of them, right? because they've been sitting there for God knows how long. Now they're all in good condition, you know, no scratches or anything, no, you know,
Yeah.
no nothing like that or anything. They're in good condition. So I said to him, you know, so I went like this and everything, right? And I see them sitting on the table, and there was a lot of games that I liked. Of course, I was low on cash, right? So I
Yeah.
go like this. I go, how much are these games usually, right? And he goes, okay, well, you pick out the ones that you want,
And I'll tell you the
and
price.
I'll tell you the prices, right? So the one game that I chose, actually, excuse me, the 3 games that I chose was a bowling game, Sly Cooper 3, and Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh, and Wheel of Fortune, actually. And Wheel of
So you
Fortune for the
chose
PS2. Right? Those 4. So
Anyways.
I grabbed those. Excuse me. I grabbed those and I show them to him. I said, okay, how much for all 4 of these? Right? All of a sudden he goes, you know what? He goes, they've been here for God knows how long. Here's a bag. Put them inside the bag. Just take them.
Just take these things. I want to get rid of them that bad. I'll just
Literally-
give you free.
Literally Game of Boy, that's exactly what he said. Those exact words. He goes, they've been here for God knows how long. He goes, here's a big bag. Put the games in there. He goes, as a matter of fact, he goes, if you see any other game that you want on this table, in terms
Just
of a
take the damn
PS2
thing.
game, he goes,
I'll pick
take
them all.
them. Yeah,
I'll pick them
exactly. That's exactly what he said. He goes, if you want, just take the whole pile.
That's
You
what
know
I
what
was
I
going to
did?
say. I was like, you might as well have taken the whole pile then. It's like,
No,
oh, that's
no,
a free collection of PS2.
No, honestly, Game of Boy, I did. I took the whole. I said, "Can I just take the whole pile?" He goes, "You know what?" He goes, "The hell with it." He goes, "Go ahead."
Here.
He put.
Like, here,
He
I'm going to get rid
gathered.
of these.
He gathered them all up. He put them inside the bag, and he goes, zipper it up, and he goes, "Go ahead, enjoy them."
Oh,
He goes, I honestly want nothing to do with them no more. He goes, I've been trying to sell them. Not one buyer has been wanting to buy them. So he goes, you know what? Go ahead. You want them? Take them. He goes, you can have them.
That was cool.
So I said, okay. I put them all in the bag. Now, granted, there was I think it was only like 20 or 25. There was like 25 games all together. But hey, I got 25 PS2 games.
which other ones were there?
I don't remember to be offhand and everything. I have them all. I have them all inside my room, but I don't remember them all offhand.
Speaking
But there
of
was some in there.
games,
There was a lot in there that I liked though and everything. And I said, "Wow, these are some of the games that I've been looking for too." And he goes, "Well," he goes, just take them." He goes, "You put them in the bag." He goes, "You know, pay for the other ones that you bought and everything, obviously." But he goes, "The one that's on the ones that are on the table here." He goes, just put them in the bag with the other ones and just take them. He goes, I have no use for them. I'm never going to be able to get rid of them. You know, just go ahead. You want them, take them. So I took them. I put them inside the bag, and I said, okay, thank you, sir. Have a good day. I paid for the
that's
other
a deal.
ones.
That'd be cool.
I paid for the other ones. I said, okay, thank you, sir.
How much
You
did
know
the
what the
other
funny
ones come out to?
You know what the funny thing about it was too? He was the owner of the shop.
Hey, when
So-
the owner of the shop wants to get rid of games, you might as well get the chance.
And the funny thing was, like, he even said, like, he even said, like, you know, there's a lot of he goes, what other system do you have? I said, I got 360 and everything, and I also want to get he goes, I also want to get an N64. He goes, well, I got an N64 system. He goes, obviously, I can't get that away to you, but
No,
he goes, he goes like
tell
this.
you.
He goes, I can tell you this much. He goes, if you ever buy the N64 from me, you know, if you buy the N64 from me, he goes, and you want N64 games, he goes, I'll give you any N64 game you want.
Fuck, I gotta go there.
Did you get that? Did you get the system?
No, because I didn't have the money to pay for the system. I didn't have the money to pay for the system at the time, and it was like $150 for the N64, so I couldn't afford it at the time. But he said he said someday, like if you ever get it someday and everything, and you want to, you know, and you want to get some N64 games off of me after you buy the system, he goes, I'll definitely give them to you. I said, all right. I said, I may come back. He goes, you know, he goes, you got all the PS2 games you want? I said, yeah. I said, I just took all of them off the table. And he goes,
Yeah.
oh, okay. He goes, okay, no problem.
There you go.
I mean, I definitely scored that day, absolutely. And
yeah.
I was actually shocked at everything that he sat there and actually allowed me to do it and everything. Like literally, like he said, like, oh, these been sitting here for 8 or 9 months and everything. I said, you mean to tell me you haven't been able to sell any of these? He goes, no. He goes, every single buyer that I tried to sell it to, oh, I don't want stuff like that. I don't want stuff like that. I don't want stuff like that. I said, you got to be kidding me.
It's because everyone wants the new and best thing. They don't want the old retro stuff.
Right. Exactly.
You gotta find the rare people that will actually take it, whether they're playing it or they're gonna collect it.
Right. So I said to him and everything, I said, wow. I said, well, these are all games that I like and everything. I looked through all of them, and I was like, these are all games that I like. So he goes in the back and he goes, I'll be right back. And I said to myself, what is he doing? He comes out with a freaking big ass duffel bag. And I'm like, I said, what's that for? And he goes, you like all these games that are on the table here, right? I said, yeah. I said, absolutely. I said, but I said, I'll pay for them. And he goes, you know what? He straight up said, yeah. He straight up said this. He goes, fuck the money. He goes, here's a bag.
Take them.
Put them in a bag, zipper them up, enjoy them. I said, you're serious?
A double bag full of games? That's not sketchy.
And he goes, yeah. No, I mean, it wasn't like a big duffel bag. I mean, it was like a, you know, one of those.
No, I know what you're talking about, but like you walking out of that store with the duffel bag, you get home, somebody walks up to you and be like, where'd you get that bag and what's in it? You'd just be looking at it and be like, oh, I went to the store to go get a couple games. Apparently the store manager or the owner of the store didn't want or couldn't find the sellers.
The buyers for the games.
Yeah. So he just wanted to give them all to me. In a bag?
So he cut me a fat deal.
like that's honestly like what I thought and everything when I first went out with it. Like I was looking around like this, I was just like I have a funny feeling somebody's gonna stop me.
It's like, am I on one of these reality shows? Like, what's going on? I just got a shitload of games for free here.
Yeah, like I was waiting for like a camera guy to come out and be like, guess what? You've been pranked and everything.
Yeah.
And I was looking at me. Yeah, cause I would have been like, you motherfucker. Like you just sat there.
With a cameraman out.
But
you got pranked. You got punked.
Right now. I don't know if you guys remember Fallout. It was like this racing game where you take these old beat up cars and you get nitrous and you drive around the circuit with them and you can like upgrade them and whatnot. But if you get your car damaged too much, if I remember correctly, your guy that drives the car gets ejected out. It used to be an old like computer game, and I'm like, I just now looked for it on Steam. But I was like, darn it, it's not there. And then I looked at one game that I was possibly gonna buy because I can only get it on PlayStation 3. The complete series for Grand Theft Auto 4. Apparently that sale had ended. Same thing with American Truck Sim gamer. That's
well,
back
like
at
I
20.
said, it's like I said, we had to get them then. We couldn't wait till Saturday. you want to get them at that price.
Yeah, but that's alright. I don't have to worry about it that much. But yeah, so I was like, darn it. But I don't know. I was debating on streaming Grand Theft Auto 4, or even possibly like recording it because I know certain parts you can't like really show it.
Where? It's an GTA 4 that you can really show.
True.
Like, are you talking about like
I'm
any?
the only one.
Like, are you talking about like any specific site?
I never
Kind
seen
of-
Stranger Things.
What?
I've only watched season 1, so yeah, I don't have no input on that.
I think I've only seen like a bit and pieces from like YouTube, but never
No,
really
Super. To answer your question, I get all my games off of Steam, and you can like it's a website, but you download like all your mods and stuff for the games because it's for the computer.
Oh, okay.
But that's where I find all these games, and I was trying to find Need for Speed, Most Wanted.
Most Wanted T-rated
But they have
version.
Yeah, but they have the E-rated version, and I was like, I want the T-rated version, not the E-rated version.
It's like I literally told him, if you want that game so damn bad, we need to go to GameStop and get me the freaking Most Wanted pack for Xbox 360, and then we can play it. But it's like 30
Yeah.
bucks there. It's like GameStop is literally charging 30 bucks, and then I saw the double one for Red Dead 1 and the Undead Nightmare, and that's like $25 PS3 version. They're charging a lot for those old classic ones, but you can't find them at GameStop. I don't.
Not only that, but there's what is it? The stimula of possibly doing a remaster for GTA 4 and Red Dead 1. But then what is it? Rockstar tweeted it out on their Twitter feed and their newsletter that they're not gonna do it just simply because of how bad supposedly
The trilogy got.
the trilogy got.
Like, I don't think the Grand Theft Auto trilogy really got any bad reviews. Like, the only reviews that were bad were just some of the bug fixes that needed to happen. Other than that, the game was fine. Like, what are they talking about?
It's kind of nice that they remastered it for the newer gens because when you try to play on the old gens, it's kind of hard to.
I mean,
remember
literally,
how
if you're on PS4, you could buy the original PS2, game of the original trilogy, because I have them and the new version. But it's better without the graphics.
Like, honestly, like the only real bad GTA game that's out there is the first one for the PS1.
I mean, well, if you think about those original games, they weren't even supposed to be called Grand Theft Auto. The point of it was just, I think, supposed to be like Cops and Robbers, or I think that's what was the original name of it. And then they thought, why don't we make the cops chase the freaking guys? And then that's what started the whole GTA. So if you remember, the Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 were originally PC games. They weren't meant to be on the console. They're originally on PC. You can even still find them if you look at PC games. Like, I
I
have
was gonna
Grand.
say
I
I wasn't even born when GTA 1 and GTA 2 came out.
I think I have GTA 1 or GTA 2. I know I have the computer disc of it somewhere. I have one of them.
I used to play GTA 1 all the time.
Yeah, I think I have. I think it's the first one I have. But I don't know where that's at.
I just
Somewhere in
recently got GTA 5 for the PC because of all the new updates, and I was like, I don't want to spend X amount of dollars for a PlayStation 5 and then to only get GTA 5 again for the console. I was like, if I have it on the PC, more than likely it's going to update on the PC.
PlayStation 5 friggin' model's ugly. It's friggin' ugly. I don't like it.
Well, I mean, it could be a lot worse. Because the thing about it, a lot of these consoles, they don't even look what they look like in the first developments. They said they're going to come out with a pro version of it, so it's going to look a little different than that.
The PS5 looks like one of the them friggin' binders you get at school. There's your PS5. Your PS5. That's what it looks like.
I mean, yeah, not gonna lie, it doesn't look the greatest, but I mean,
And then the
come on.
freaking Xbox, then the Xbox X looks like it has two freaking GameCube sitting on top of each other.
But I mean, come on, PlayStation. If you're gonna make a new console, make it easier so it's easy to clean. I mean, all you have to do on the 3 is just sit there and hold the eject button, and then
And it blows the fan.
the 4 you have to completely tear apart, and then hopefully you have enough thermal paste to be able to put the heat thing back on, or the heat protector, whatever you want to call it. It's just like, why are you making it so complex? Why not just make it dummy simpler so the person that
I really don't need a PS5 really because I got my PlayStation 4, I got my Xbox, I got my Switch. Everything that's on PS5, everything.
And the stupidest thing is that all these new games that are coming out, like a lot of them, even game sequels or stuff that we've been waiting for like decades, they're only saying that they're going to be on like PlayStation 5. It's like shouldn't the 4 in them first get it first? Even if, and it's stupid that they say we can't run it. I'm sure we can run it if you put it the right way. We can run anything the PS5 does. PS5 just got more graphic upgrade. That's all it did. It's the same console. And plus, PS4 version of the game system is in the PS5. PS4 and 5 are in the same console. So how do you know release it only for PS5 when PS4 is on there too? You have to make a PS4 version. Especially for games we've been for decades.
If you're what's it called? If you're techie smart, you can literally tear apart your PlayStation 4. I don't recommend doing this unless if you know what you're doing. But you could probably tear apart your PS4 and then just buy PlayStation 5 parts and install them there. That way you could be like, hey guys, I got a PlayStation 5. It's a PlayStation 4 model. It's a PlayStation 4 model with PlayStation 5 internals. That's why I didn't want to buy it.
There's no difference between them.
That's why I didn't want to buy a PlayStation 5 because I already have a 4 and a 3. And I'm like, if anything, I'm just going to get me a gaming PC. At least I could try and find something on the Steam, because when new games come out, they always put them on Steam.
But
so
the thing,
go out and go buy that.
Like the thing is about the new systems. Like I'm honestly, I'm a retro gamer. That's all there is to it. Like I'm a retro gamer. Like I'm not into all these new games and everything. And now the thing is, when it comes to doing a YouTube channel and you're a gamer. Everybody wants you to do all these new games, and they're like, "Oh, do this, do that. We're into this, we're into that, we're into this, we're into that." Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter what game you're into. The thing is, and everything is, do you actually want to watch the channel? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's, and I know that's not what you were talking about, Boost, but in Gamer, but. I'm just saying,
it implies the same thing, because that's how when I first started, that's what I always got, and I was like, I can afford what I can afford, as long as I pay my bills, and as long as I have a roof over my head, I'm fine.
Yeah, it's like,
what the heck?
They want you to do all these new games, like right now,
I'm fork over the money for them?
Yeah, it's like, I even said that in my channel a lot and everything, like, hey, you want to donate something like that, go ahead. I'll take a donation from you.
It's like if you want me to get this next, it's like if you want me to get this next best game, either one, you can get it for me and send it to me, or give me the money for it at least. Yeah. I don't got the money to buy these damn games. If you want me to have it so damn bad, either you get it for me and send it to me, or send me the money that I can get it with. One of them should happen if you want me to have it so damn bad.
Yeah, like honestly, like everybody wants me to do like all these new things, like for all these new systems. Oh, do this for the PS5, do this for the PS4, do this for the PS3, do this for the Xbox X. It's like, dude, right now one of those systems in the store is like $500 to like $700 or whatever. Let me tell you something. I'm on a tight budget right now. I can't even afford to buy myself something to eat, much less buy a fucking game system for like $500 or whatever.
Buy the game.
Yeah, that's the problem. Most people nowadays, they're having a hard time to not only be able to get the new system, but also be able to afford it, because some of these systems and games are like 70, 80, 150, $200, $500, and it's just like, That's a lot of money to throw down, and then say you do get it, but then here you go, you upload, you take time to say your intro, you start playing the game, then you take the time to sit there and edit, however long it takes you to edit, then the process and all this and that, and then you get nowhere because nobody's like, oh, we're off to a new thing. That's why I don't like. That's why I was dead set against of even getting the 5, because I was like, even if I do get the 5, what's the difference gonna make? Somebody's just gonna move on to the next thing.
Not to mention also and everything too, to go off of what you're saying there, especially like, with the PS4, you can record and go live on Twitch and everything and on YouTube. But the thing is, there again, you gotta buy the system. Now, granted, the system comes with all the attachments and everything in terms of the cords and stuff and everything, but you gotta buy the camera itself in order to record off the fucking device itself. So you gotta pay over $500 for the system, then you gotta pay about $50 to $70 everything for the camera and shit and everything. Then you gotta install the camera on the system in order for you to fucking do it.
And then you have to find the game and spend about $60-$40 just for the game alone.
Yeah, and then you gotta know how to beat the game too.
What's it called? I did a game like a month ago, and I showed Gamerboy my phone because I got a comment. Somebody was saying that I must have hacked the game or something because it was the Mafia 1 Definitive Edition when that came out. I finally bought the game and I did like a little bit of a series of like tutorials, just like case of like, hey, if you are on this game and you're stuck, this is how you do it. Somebody thought I hacked the game to make the car go faster, and I'm like, did you put it in, I don't know, cruise control? Take it out of cruise control.
Or did you put down the code for the car that the Definitive Edition gives you? That's the car that usually goes faster than all the little cars? Like, did you put that in? Or do you have that car even selected to drive?
Because usually how I do it is I'll sit there and say my intro, which if I'm off the gaming, it's like, hi guys, Gaming with Boost Single 23, back to you all again with another video. Or sometimes I like purposely mess up my intro just to see if somebody will catch on to it, which 9 times out of 10 I used to get comments saying, you butchered your intro, and I'm like, I did that on purpose. But back to the whole video thing, I would sit there do that, but then like I sit here on my desk, and this is where I do all the editing. What's it called? I do the Power Direct, and I found a way where I can, like, if something gets boring, I can speed it up. And I look back and I'm like, I didn't speed up that video. This video's played as it is.
Like, the thing about it is, like, what pisses me off too, like with some people is, you make a video for YouTube, whatever they write, a gaming video, and you use an emulator, right? Now, obviously, emulators have save states.
Yeah.
And let's just take this for instance, okay? Dale wanted me to do 3D Blast. Don't try to lie and say you didn't, because you did. But anyway. Besides that, so anyway, I've beaten 3D Blast before, but I've beaten it using save states. Cause let's be honest, that's the only way to get through that fucking game.
Yeah.
But anyway, on the first live stream that I did of that and everything, I didn't tell Del this yet, but Del's gonna hear it now, obviously. On the first part that I uploaded onto YouTube, right? I actually got a comment saying, "Oh, you're using save states? Oh, well, you're not a true gamer then." Let me tell you something, buddy.
It's like, I'm more of a gamer than you probably are. I was beating the shit out of bosses while you were sucking on your mama's titty. You fucking
let me tell you something. I can at least get through the first part, I can at least get through the first boss of the game. Where are you at? Level 1 still?
Well, it's the
I
same
already
thing
had
with me.
prestige weapons and outfits, plus legendary outfits, while you were still probably level 1 trying to figure out how to beat the maiden. Like, damn.
It's the same thing with me because I went to a stream not too long ago, and I play American Truck Sim on the channel. I play that most recently now that I got a new setup and everything. But somebody in their stream said that anybody that uses the cheat for the money, which anybody that knows the creators of American Truck Sim, they know that this stuff is out there, but they're more worried
They
about
don't
the
care.
math than everything else. If you're on Steam and you're using their stuff, it's all a year for you. But what's it called? The guy goes, if you're using a cheat for money, then you're not really sitting there playing the game. And it's like, technically, I have that on there, but I have that for a reason. Like, I'll still do the loads, and yeah, I get double the money because, like, I have $25 billion in the bank, and I own like 3 trucks. But what people don't realize is that when I have the money glitch on, it's so that way if I mess the truck up or
You
something,
can at least have money to fix it.
I have money to fix it. I have money for gas because that game is just like real life. It's some states $5 a gallon, $6 a gallon. So there's that aspect. But then if you lose money on the load, like if your cargo is too damaged, you got extra money so you can make up the difference.
Yeah. Like that's the same thing with me too. In terms of, see, all my gaming videos that I do right now are all pre-recorded. Meaning,
Yeah.
I record the gameplay first. You know, me playing the game, I record the gameplay first, without no commentary, no nothing. And then I go back, and I record again, and I put my commentary in the video. That's what I do with all my gaming videos right now. So, the first time I did it, right? The first time I made a video like that, I uploaded it onto YouTube, right? I get a comment saying, "Oh, I don't think that's actually you playing the game."
That's so freak.
It's like, dude, are you serious? It's like, oh, well, and then I say, then I say at the end of the second video that I did like that, I said, I want to let you guys know that yes, these games are pre-recorded, and I put my commentary in later. And I actually had one. Oh, why do you pre-record it? So I can put my commentary in there.
I don't. Hey,
It's
man,
like,
I don't get people that do that. I mean, granted, PlayStation 4 is a little bit better because once you start playing the game, it already starts recording for you, so you can just
yeah,
start talking and doing your thing. So that's a benefit. But people that just leave comments like that, it's like, really? You're not gonna just say thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to sit here and make an awesome video for us to sit here and watch. I don't
yeah. I
understand
mean,
that.
the reason why I do it like that. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. The reason why I do that is because of the simple fact that so that way I can have a face cam.
Right.
People can actually see me. Because literally that's the only way I could do it without the video fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I do it, because I tried to do it one time, I had the face cam on, and I tried to record with the controller connected to the phone as well. And it was real freaking laggy. I mean, it was like real laggy because everything was up and everything. And I guess it overloaded the connection issues. So I was like, okay. So I did it one day. That's when I started pre-recording, the videos, as in, recording the gameplay. And then after that, I would put my commentary in, and then that way I can have the face cam up. And people can actually see my face, and they can say, "Oh, okay, that's Super Gem, and okay, he's telling us what to do with the game and how to do the game and everything, or how to beat the game." you know, things like that. They could actually see me talking to them, and you know, and there's no lag and everything because the gameplay is already pre-recorded. And it's like, oh well, you shouldn't do it like that and everything. If you're gonna play the game, you should actually play the damn game instead of making the mistake that you're playing the game. I said it is me playing the game.
I'll just let Vanessa know I'm going to be ending the stream like any second. So maybe next time when I come on, if you come on, I'll bring you up on panel because I'm going to be heading off soon because I got work tomorrow.
Right. So I mean, but that's like, you know, I honestly I hate people that sit there and they say like, oh well, I believe you're not the one playing. How do you know? How do you know I'm not the one playing the game?
Well, it's like with me with some of the games, like some of the games I play, like some of the Nintendo games. Like, well, I know you don't need save states for this one, but Donkey Kong Country, I beat that game by use save states.
Honestly, that's how I beat Donkey Kong Country 3. I
freaking played Super C as a Contra 2. That game is not easy.
No, it's not.
Game is never easy.
I had to use save state for that.
3D Blast. I use save states.
Yeah, like, and one of my friend Nick, he's like, oh well, you use save state. You didn't beat the game. Well, okay, you go play Super C then. You go try to play that game. You see if you can actually get to the first boss.
Yeah, right.
One hit, you're fucking dead.
Which by the way, Dale, you're gonna love the finale. By the way, just letting you know now, you're gonna love the finale of 3D Blast. I load stated like every single fucking hit that I got on the last boss, or save stated rather. Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't get it because even when I started up the whole car mechanic off the computer, the American Truck Sim off the computer, which you have to have a good computer to even just run those two, because if you don't, it's going to thrash everything in your computer and the components because it starts wear and tear on equipment. But I didn't even get comments about like face cam issues or like, how come you don't have a face cam? But then I'll get, what's it called? I used to, before I got the mic upgrade, I used to use these, and then they would sit there and complain about like, we could barely hear you because your mic's not working, or what's the excess noise? I'm like, I'm working with what I got, guys. Sorry, I'm going to do upgrades when I can.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Dale wants to get off here soon, so.
Yeah, I'm going to get off here because I got to go to work tomorrow. deal with some people. I'll just say people.
I got some other videos to record anyway, so.
Yeah, sorry for
I finished recording a couple.
I already recorded Sonic
06.
You can kiss my ass.
Okay.
Okay. Talk to you later. Okay.